Sucks. Hello, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. I hope and I pray that all of you are doing well this morning. I was like, kind of like, okay, should I do this before or after I wake up the kids? So I was like, let me just jump on and get ahead and get this message out. As I woke up, excuse me, there was definitely this energy of like, people need to be reminded of who they are. They need to be reminded that they are enough, that they are worth it, and that they are definitely on track. They are definitely on the right path. Let's put it this way. There's definitely going to be some type of revelation that is going to be revealed to many this week when it comes to the clarity that you have been searching. There are some that have been feeling kind of questioning what it is that they're doing, kind of questioning how it is that they move forward. Maybe there has been a specific attack on something that you do or on the way that you express yourself or the way that you do things. So this may have put some of you in an energy or in a space where you were kind of doubting yourself. And when I talk about self-esteem, it's not so much about the physical aspect of things, but actually the value or the worth that you see within yourself. So I do feel that during this week specifically, there's going to be initially like the sad phase of like somebody crying, somebody really feeling down. So it's like, if you have been feeling like that, if you have been doubting yourself, if you have been questioning your path or your journey, there's definitely this sense of really needing to sit down with yourself and be honest with yourself. Because, and it's kind of funny that, and I do have the yellow candle. Yes, I make these myself. But it was funny that is what's coming up today, because this week on Patreon we're talking about hunting, and it's kind of funny because it's like you don't need any equipment. The only equipment that you need is yourself. So we were talking about how is it that when you find your desires, you normally also find your fears. So the question is, which of the two are you following? Which of the two are you allowing to guide you forward? So you're beautiful. You're amazing. You're awesome. You're handsome. You got this. And that's kind of like the thing that I need every single one of you to really, really take from this video, is that no matter what anybody has said to you, no matter what anybody has done towards you, no matter anything, you always have to remember how amazing you are, because I feel that is what the collective is literally struggling with during this time, is remembering who they are, remembering their own power, remembering their own authority over their life, and really standing in that knowing, really allowing themselves to be themselves fully. Because with everything that is shifting, everything that is changing around the world, I do feel that some of you have either had people verbally attacking you, either because of your belief systems or because you're trying to stay positive, because you're trying to grow through the experience instead of allowing the experiences around you to consume you. So all I want to say is, to be honest with you, and it's not about just trying just to be optimistic. Of course, there's always going to be challenges, but I don't see any blockages. I don't see anything holding you back from learning from the current challenges that you are experiencing and coming out on the other side. Like you're going to be in this energy, or you're going to be in this phase where you're going to be like, damn, that was it. There's definitely clarity that is right there, but it's about you literally going inward and allowing the clarity to be revealed to you. Because again, I feel that whatever it is that has you confused or has you kind of feeling down during this time is something that you already have the knowledge of, is something that you have already learned from. But for whatever the reason, and this can just be because you were out there probably trying to help too many people, you're trying to do too many things at once, and you either forgot to kind of sit with yourself for a minute, or maybe your dialogue within your, the things that you're saying are starting to change because, again, you're trying to help others that are not frequency wise at the same level that you are at. And if you're not careful with that can bring you down. The dialogues, the words that you're using can definitely bring you down. So just kind of this week, be very aware of the things that you are saying. um, be aware of the words that you're choosing to use during this time. And if you have to go ahead and stand in front of a mirror and remind yourself, and again, it's not about looks, it's about feeding yourself that self confidence, it's about feeding yourself that self love, that self worth, that self respect, that self value. That maybe because, again, trying to help others, you have either moved away from that or you're not spending as much time with it as you were before. But clarity is definitely here when it comes to what it is with like the space that you're in within your journey, what it is that you have to learn or how it is that you're to learn it. A lot of the things that are happening with the collective is that a lot of the challenges or a lot of the healing processes moving forward are not going to be the same. So you're not going to be going through these destructive energies that literally break you down to the core. It's like lessons and experiences are going to come in a different way. So because of that, it's like the old way of learning through experiences is shifting. So that may have some of you in a space where like something seems off, but it's not so much that it's off like in a bad way. It is just you're just shifting into a different into a different stage or into a different level of knowing, if that makes any sense. So it's like because you have in the past, let's put it this way, gone through things before you actually started growing through them. It's like you kind of felt like you were being pulled like left and right, you were being dragged like a little rag doll, right? And now it's like because of the wisdom, because of the knowledge that you have gained through all of your experiences, right? Now moving forward, even though the challenges may be harder in the sense of the lessons that are being learned, they're not being learned to in the extent of how they emotionally and physically may had affected you personally, like, where your emotions were left and right and high and low and all over the place. So there's always going to be lessons that we're going to be learning, but there's going to be a more stabilized energy within yourself to be able to learn through the experiences without feeling like your entire world is crashing down. I keep on hearing it's like it's over, like whatever it was that you thought that you were still waiting for clarity on. Let's put it this way. It's like the answer has been given to you. It is about you now interpreting the message that was given. Because some of you, oh, that looks beautiful. Some of you are definitely in this space where you have been asking when it comes to like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Like, I know I'm supposed to be doing something. I know I'm supposed to be helping, but how? What is it I'm supposed to be doing? And again, it's like, are you spending as much time with yourself to allow the information to be revealed to you as you are asking, as you are obsessing over what it is that needs to be revealed? Because again, you can say your intentions, you can ask, you can pray, you can do whatever it is you have to, but are you taking the same amount of time and energy to sit down in silence and allow the clarity to be revealed to you? It's like maybe you're having a lot of different ideas, a lot of things coming through all at once, and you're not sure where to start, you're not sure which to pick, you don't know. And it's like, okay, sit down and take a breather. Sit down and take a breather. It's like a lot of people need to be reminded during this time to learn to sit with themselves, to learn to kind of just allow things to like naturally occur. And what I'm talking about is like, we're not talking about like anything outside of you, we're talking about within yourself. The more that you obsess over something, the more you obsess over a specific topic, let's put it this way, the harder it is for the clarity to come, because it's like you're going so much after it that it's like, okay, I need you to breathe so I can give you the answers. And maybe again, just taking I don't know why I'm saying this, but at least take an hour to kind of sit with yourself. Doesn't really matter what time of the day it is. Doesn't really matter like if whether you're indoors, outdoor, whatever space you have for yourself that allows you to connect, let's say, with your higher self, that allows you to really listen to your intuition. Then if you go ahead and you spend at least that hour with yourself, and again, you can have music in the background, you can have your candles, you can do it in the tub while you're, taking a bath, whatever it is, but just try. And like, to be honest with you, and I'm just saying this because it's something that when I was in that space in the past, is something that truly helped, where I would play music and I would just focus on my breathing, literally just focus on how it is that I'm breathing, and allow my subconscious to then start revealing to me what it is that it needs to be, like, what it is that has to be revealed. Because again, sometimes you're setting your intention and you're going into meditation, but instead of focusing on your breathing, you're focusing on what you want to be revealed, and it's not revealed, because then you start to play these thoughts or these games in your head, where then you get completely distracted. And then you start questioning yourself, well, was that really it? Or is there something else behind it? And this and this and that. And then it's like that overthinking energy needs to be put to rest at this time. And that's why usually when you go into meditation and things like that, you are focusing more on your breath in order to allow things to just happen naturally. A good way to learn, if you are having a hard time with breathing, you can always go into yoga. Yoga and Pilates actually both have very good techniques when it comes to breathing. Or you can just do like simple meditations. But there's definitely here a space where you guys really need to focus on your breath. And even though, like, you set your intentions, it's like just release the expectations, because a lot of people are going into meditation with setting the intentions, but they're holding on more to the expectation of what it is that they themselves want to be revealed versus what it is that is being revealed at this time. So when you're trying to force something to happen, it blocks you. It blocks you from realizing that you have the wisdom and you have the knowledge to move forward. Because again, your focus is like, certain things work for a certain period of time, but as you continue to evolve, as you continue to grow, there's more knowledge, there's more wisdom, there's more things that are being revealed to you. And within that space in itself, you have to be able to go ahead and implement new things or new tools in order to get to a different level, if that makes sense. Because the thing is that, and I have people say that all the time, where they go into meditation and they're having a hard time feeling anything or seeing anything or hearing anything. And like, sometimes I kind of feel guilty, because I'm like, I can just literally set my intention and just go right in. But it's not that I'm better. It's not that I'm, this amazing. No, it's that what I do on a day-to-day basis, this is when we talk about your spiritual routine, your day-to-day basis, whether it's your exercise or whatever it is. So whatever you do on a day-to-day basis then allows you that when you're trying to do something instantly, or you're trying to do something that moment, it allows you to be able to do it without having to force it. Because again, I say this, and I say this all the time, before I get out of bed every morning, before my feet touch the floor, I sit up and I focus on my breathing. When I get up, I go ahead, I do my workouts. Again, I am paying attention to my breathing throughout my workouts, whether I'm doing yoga, whether I'm doing Pi, or whether I'm doing kickboxing, whether I'm doing, whatever it is that I'm doing, I'm always focusing on my breath. I'm always realizing what is my body doing. I like these little sensations here and there and this. And it's like a lot of people are so disconnected from their body that it takes them a really hard time to be able to meditate and to be able to get answers, to be able to get clarity. And it's not that there's anything wrong with you particularly. It is, how much time are you actually spending within your own spiritual routine? Are you just doing it like, are you treating your spirituality as you would religion? And what I talk about when I say that is that you have a lot of people that go to church, and they go to church every Sunday, and then Monday through Saturdays, there's no God. Monday through Saturdays, they do whatever they want to do. And then on Sundays, it's all about God. So it's like you have to get to that space where you're changing that type of thought or that type of perception. Your spirituality is not just there to come and save you when you are in trouble. Your spirituality literally becomes a part of you, literally becomes a part of your day to day experiences, your day to day, going about things. Let's put it that way. So again, it's like know within yourself how amazing you are. Know within yourself that you can definitely do this, because the thing is that there's a lot happening collectively within spiritual people. People are either regressing back because they are afraid, or they're going completely off, like into like destructive type of energies. And again, it's because of the simple fact that they have failed to day by day honor themselves, honor their faith, either because they felt that it was too much. Spending 15, 20 minutes in prayer, meditation, whatever, is too much. A lot of people are using the excuses of time to not do things. Now, the question is, if you look at your life where you are now versus where you were 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, what have you learned when it comes to time? Because a lot of you, again, are still using time in itself, a clock, as a mean to not get anything done, as a mean of not being productive, staying in that space of procrastination. And then you cannot go ahead and blame those around you. You cannot blame God. You cannot blame the universe. You can't blame spirit. You cannot blame your angels, your guides, your ancestors, because all the opportunities, all the doors are open for you to go ahead and take that chance. And you're sitting here like, it's like they're literally showing me like a lock. You know how when you put a lock on something, it's like a lock. And all you have to do is get up, take the lock off, and open the door for some of you. Because some of you are, it's like when the door was wide open, you just kind of sat there and was like, so the door was closed, the lock was put on, it's still unlocked, but it's like when you're ready to go ahead and go through the door, then just, remove the lock, open the door and walk through. That is how, like, kind of like the energy, because it's like when the doors are wide open for you, you're just kind of staring at the door like, but I'm sitting here. Can you just bring the door to me? And it's like, you need to put some effort into things. So some of you are definitely in that space where you feel like you're being blocked, like you feel like you have to go through all these different obstacles and things like that. But it's like you yourself have put yourself in that space. You yourself closed those doors. You yourself walked away from those opportunities when they were right in front of you. So you have, again, no one to blame but yourself. But the beautiful thing and the amazing thing, and to be honest with you, I'm not sitting here just saying, oh la la, like everything is wonderful, everything is, we all go through challenges. I had a huge family emergency this weekend. That's why I didn't do the pick a card on Saturday. But I do not allow, let's put it that way, what happened this weekend to drag me and take over my whole week. Yes, on Saturday, I physically couldn't go live because I was physically out of town and things like that. But I was like, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. I have to learn to go with the flow. When I get to the message, I get to the message. But then again, I had a choice this morning. Okay, am I going to go ahead and do this? I really, I like recording and just putting the videos out there. Going live is a little bit more, it's kind of a little bit more uncomfortable for me, and I'm being honest. But it is what it is. I was, get up there, do another message. When it comes to the chakra, let up my candle. I was like, let's go ahead and see. But there's definitely this space where you have to believe in yourself. Because the thing is that if you don't believe in yourself, then it's like, how are you going to be able to believe in your own dreams? You have to believe that you have everything within inside of you, let's put it this way, to go ahead and manifest, to go ahead and create, to go after what it is that you're trying to achieve. And if you look at yourself from a negative point of view where you're like, oh, well, I've never, that's too hard, that's going to take too long, then you're not even giving yourself a fair chance. You're not even giving yourself the opportunity to actually go fully after what it is that you want. Some of you are waiting for others to come and assist you. Some of you are waiting for others to come and help you when it comes. It's like you either had a vision of working with other spiritual people and things like that. Well, how are they going to find you if you don't start? How are you supposed to connect with other individuals if you're still hiding behind and not doing anything? So it's kind of like that's kind of like the energy that I was picking up when it comes to the solar plexus. It's like you guys definitely you have to realize how far you have actually come, what it is. There's so much wisdom within you guys. And it's like you're downplaying your own talents, you're downplaying your own wisdom, and using, again, for some reason, time in itself is what is being used as an excuse. And really sit down, and a lot of people don't like doing schedules, a lot of people don't like doing routines or whatever it is, and to each his own. But even having a schedule of the things that you would like to do or the things that you want to do, you don't have to do them in any specific order, but sometimes just writing them down and getting started, even if you start with the fourth thing on your list or whatever it is like that, it kind of gives you kind of like a guidance to at least start until you feel like you're in that routine that you can actually keep up with. So let's say you want to, in the morning when you wake up, you want to spend, 10 minutes praying, 10 minutes meditating, or 20 minutes meditating, whatever it is, then write it down the night before. And whether it is one day you start with meditation, the other day you start with prayer, or you want to be able to read, 10 minutes, 20 minutes a day, then write it down on your, on your schedule for the night before. And if sometimes you're going to read before you meditate, sometimes you're going to pray before you meditate. It doesn't really matter which order you do it in every single day. Once you find the flow that works for you, it's going to click and it's going to feel naturally. Let's put this, for example, I have a lot of people that like working out in the evenings, in the afternoons, or after a certain time in the morning. I'm a 5 o'clock in the morning type of person. I can work out at any other time of the day, but I am my best when I work out at 5 in the morning. Why? I have no idea. That's just what feels good for my body. It is what allows my body to function at its best. So yeah, if I wake up after 5, if it's like 5:30 and I wake up, my mind starts playing tricks on me like, oh, well, it's already 5:30. Should you just skip your work? I was like, no. All right, I'm starting 30 minutes later. But again, I myself am pushing myself. And that's what some of you have to get to the idea or to the point of, like, when there's nobody outside of you motivating you, when nobody is posting any motivational quotes on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, then who is going to motivate you? What is it that drives you to go ahead and move forward? And that is not just with the physical, that also comes along with your spirituality, with your gifts, with your talents, with work, with everything like that. It's like, what motivates you to get out of work every day and, to get up every morning and go to work? Well, you know that at the end of the week or at the end of the second or of the 2 weeks, whatever, you're going to get a paycheck. Well, when you're doing something for yourself, what motivates you? Like growing, gaining more wisdom, gaining more knowledge, that in itself should be a motivation. My own personal opinion. But that is what I was picking up, guys. So let's go ahead and see with the believe in your own magic. It's cold in here this morning. I'm not even going to lie. Believe in your own magic oracle deck. What is the card for the collective? And then I am going to go ahead and jump off. I am not going to be able to pull any cards for anybody today, just because I have to start getting the kids ready for school. Alrighty. And the weekly element readings are going to be posted within the next couple of hours. Just got to finish uploading them. Alrighty, let's see. Believe in your own magic. Of course, confidence. It comes with time and practice. Number 23. And again, it's not just the physical aspect of things. We're looking at confidence as an entire thing. Confidence in the way that you carry, the way that you choose to carry yourself. Whether it is that you are somebody that likes to dress up all the time, girly girl, tomboy, whatever it is, it's just about you really owning who you are, regardless of whatever anybody else is saying. So number 23. Okay. It seems like everywhere around you, people are chattering about how confident they are and just how freeing it feels. You wish you could relate to them, but you haven't gotten there yet. Listen, it's all right. Confidence is not an instant or an overnight evolution. Just like with everything else, it takes time, practice, and a lot of unlearning of toxicity. So, with everything that you do, there's always going to be a process. The question to me, like the question for you, I guess, from me is how badly do you want it? How badly do you want your dreams to come true? How badly do you want to achieve that goal? How badly do you want to get out of the space that you're in? How badly do you want to move? How badly, whatever it is that you're personally dealing with, it's like, how badly do you want it? And what are you willing to do on a day to day basis that is going to help you get there? Well, that is all that I have for you guys for this morning. Thank you for spending this time with me. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Bye bye. Take care. And end it.